It's the 12th day of Vlogmas and my odd content will be a holiday remix dragon.
What's their natural environment? A forest. And what is their alignment? Lawful good. What is the size of this lawful good forest dragon? Gargantuan. We have an ancient gold dragon. And what is the holiday remix for this ancient gold dragon? New Year's. That is so fitting. A New Year's ancient gold dragon.
Now, an ancient gold dragon celebrating New Year's obviously is too big to hold a tiny champagne glass when not polymorphed as a humanoid. I'm looking at you, Yusa Arenas. Yeah, we know you aren't fooling us anymore, Sun Elf. Sure. So anyway, they're holding a whole champagne bottle instead. It's still tiny, but helps with the storytelling a little bit, I think. So doing a slightly better than the last video, I guess. And add in a bit of swagger, leaning like they're the most interesting man in the world. Because they probably are. But also, I want to draw thirst traps. That's like a big motivation lately. Hot people. And dragons are like really cool. The coolest, really. Best creature ever. 10 out of 10. Will I ever draw proper furries? Well, I grew up on the dawning of the internet age and was exposed to some really weird stuff. So, what I understand to be furries, no, I will not do that. Will I ever draw people doing the deed? I don't know, maybe, but I'm not really into that too much. Will I draw people and people adjacent beings being sexy? Ah, hell yeah. Back to the dragon. Maybe because they're ancient, they're a little more champagne colored as well, instead of a fresh yellow gold. As of scripting this video, I'm not sure if I wanted outlines or if I wanted straight painting. Well, actually thinking about it, outlines will make certain details way easier, so maybe I'll just do that. But maybe textured brushes instead of the flat stuff. And while I'm at it, maybe try a different texture for the inking brush. I ended up settling on this animator pencil from the Photoshop defaults, and I think it handles really nicely. I really like it. It's not a solid all the way through brush pen kind of feel like the basic round brush, which maybe isn't what I want all the time, but it is pretty responsive. I do like how it handles pressure between thick and thin lines, how those get rendered. So maybe part of this style journey is figuring out if perhaps slightly altering minor things, one or two elements at a time, can't also yield more satisfactory end results. After all, I can't make big changes to my approach all at once and expect the results to be great overnight. But a series of tweaks might make a good difference along the way. Just to try and find out anyway. It's worth it for something as inconsequential as essentially a study piece like this. I haven't forgotten that I want to try smoother styles. I'm just working my way to that. Because of that big tech snafu I had about a week ago now, this video will be going up on Christmas Day, which means I have to get 2 videos done by Christmas Eve. Which means I am a super busy bee on Christmas Adam when the cold snap is coming through, and I'm basically checking all the faucets every few hours because houses in the south aren't particularly insulated for this kind of weather. I mean, they're not built great for hot southern weather either, but that's a totally different tangent that ends with me ranting about lazy architects and even lazier realty corporations. The real question in all that you're probably asking yourself is, did Rainey actually just say, Christmas Adam? What the heck is that? Well, my friends, this is a beloved joke in my family started in the 90s. It all comes from the Bible. because the Christ in Christmas is the second Adam. And we already have Christmas Eve before Christmas Day, and we all know that Adam came before Eve. Ergo, December 23rd, the day before Christmas Eve, is forever known as Christmas Adam, to my family anyway. Mostly the tradition is just to say, Merry Christmas Adam, to each other, and that really is all it is. But then you may beg the question, well, if Adam coming before Eve is enough to warrant a Christmas Adam, since God existed before Adam, shouldn't there be a Christmas Adonai or something? And that is a very astute observation, and the answer is *. Every single day of the year is technically Christmas God, because God has eternality, and that's how we keep that Christmas cheer all year. Christmas Day traditions, we do gifts one at a time to show everything off, distributed by whoever gets elected Santa of the day. We make up a game of balling up the wrapping paper and trying to hit Dad with it, while Dad simultaneously tries to catch the wrapping paper in the garbage bag instead. And we are a stockings family, but I forget if we do them first or last. I guess it kind of depends on if there are spoiler accessories in them for the big gifts. But what about New Year's? Do we do anything silly for that? Not really. Sometimes we stay up late to catch the New York City ball drop, but sometimes we're just really tired and go to bed instead, just to watch a different year's ball drop on video early, or just catching the rerun on YouTube later the next day. We do tend to cheer with sparkling grape juice, because that's always tasty and fun, and we are toddlers at heart. And here is the final New Year's Gold Dragon. I really like how some aspects of this came out, and I want to bring everything I've learned into the new year. Please crunch the like and subscribe buttons so you don't miss the 13th and final Vlogmas video, my 2022 Year in Art review. And have a super duper Christmas!